write an 8 in the other chat. Yes.
Right. So that's
So 13.
16?
5 plus
Oh,
8.
5. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Right, yes. So that's a 13. Um, you don't see. So after, like, on top of like all the other tracks that's happening there, it's hard to really discern exactly what's happening, but you do find a set of tracks that are entirely distinct from any of the stuff you know was in the.
Like it veered off into a direction that none of us would have gone.
I'm saying more like around like where the meat was placed, where the like basically the deer leg was placed. You find tracks that seem spindly and kind of like almost as if they were like dragging along, and they're like weirdly thin. Almost looks like bones or branches. It could be. Not 100% certain what it is, and you can't really get like you obviously it's like they came from somewhere off in the woods, but you can't get a real good idea about like how fast they were moving, how big they were when this happened. You can't really get too much of a gist of things.
Cool. I'm like, huh. Well, they definitely wasn't just placed here magically. There are tracks, but weird tracks. Bony tree? I don't know. All right, let's head back.
Emmy will sprint back.
Cool.
Alrighty. I just messaged Duris and let him know that we found them. I think they were lost in the woods. Huh.
I mean, technically, yes.
You found what?
We found Glimwell and Lucy.
Oh, thank
They definitely feel a little weird. Like, they kind of forgot a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
Lucy normally feels weird when she enters the woods. Glimwell is more concerning. We'll talk to them when we get back.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Emmy's sprinting ahead.
Be ready for. Oh, all right. I'll see her then, suppose.
Yeah, and do you guys mind hitching up the animals so we can get off onto the road since we're starting late?
That was to you, Durist.
Wait, what?
It was about hitching up the
Do you
animals.
mind hitching up the animals so we can get off of the road when we come back so we're not waiting on that still?
All right.
Thanks.
There was something about another brewery, though. Should I just meet you there, or we're going back to?
We're all traveling to that other. That's where we're
Waiting
going.
on what? What?
We're on our way to get into the cart to travel to the other
Okay, so
brewery.
meet you there then. Jesse.
Wait at the wagon. The animals hitched up to it.
Okay.
Thanks.
You just meet me up. I don't. This is complete.
I like to think this is actually canon for speaking to Durist via the thing.
I was like, am I really this far away?
Oh god, everything's frozen. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but
we can hear you, but it's freezing up. Just yeah.
A bit of an aneurysm, like whatever psionics is going on. Not like
too early for psionics. I need more coffee for this.
So yeah. I assume, yeah, Durist definitely heard you, notified Jesse. Jesse's like, I can do that. Goes and starts hitching up the animals, and whatnot.
Okay, better now?
Hey, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that was like the psionic equivalent of like an aneurysm, I'm pretty sure.
Something like
I think I had talked to you too early before coffee.
That's valid. Sorry, I could not hear anything you said. So meet you there with the cart, yes?
Wait. At the current location, hitch the animals up so we can leave?
You're telling me to wait for you to arrive and hurry up on it.
Wait for us to arrive and please hitch the animals up so we can leave and not deal with that factor.
What do you think I've been doing for the past half hour while you've been running around chasing dogs into the woods? The animals are ready. Be here.
On our way.
I'm not waiting. You're not waiting for me. That's the main thing here.
What do you mean? We're
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I'm literally at the location you are coming to.
Okay, I'm gonna.
yeah. No, I just was making sure the animals were hitched up.
Jesse.
We need to get you.
Okay.
I
Jesse
let them
does
out
an
for like a
insight
moment,
check,
but
seeing Durst like
that-
increasingly frustrated, and be like, "Hey, what's happening?"
I don't know. My brain was freezing for a moment, and now people are saying,
Okay.
like, I didn't hit someone on the ass and say, go into the woods, like they're right here.
Okay.
It takes 2 seconds.
I could hear
I'll
you
meet you
yelling
when you're
in
back.
your brain, like, I'm afraid that you're gonna like pop a blood vessel or something.
Me?
Yes. No, this is Jesse talking. This is Jesse talking to Tourist.
Oh, I thought this was Rich.
No. Jesse's just so confused because now it's like the one sensible person being like, it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Badly talking
We're
to
like in
themselves.
the general store, she has like a bushel of apples, being like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's like, I'm with this angry dwarven grandpa. What the fuck's happening?
Yes, we're going to meet them and make sure the animals are hitched up to the cart, yes?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay. Alright.
Why was that so sensible?
I don't know. Tourist is
What's
riled.
going on?
He's heated. Okay, so yeah, I guess like Jesse's like,
Did I hear all that?
no, you're just running around. Well, I don't know. Like, was that an open channel?
I'm linked up to them.
I would probably open it and be like, what the?
So is Emmy in like our sort of like group chat?
Yeah, Emmy's was this other person.
So yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
would have let you know Emmy was running back to you guys, and I was gonna walk with Lucy and Glimwell.
I imagine Jesse probably sees Emmy like running back and be like, "Huh, good, someone to talk to." Like,
Does he say that out loud?
Jesse, I imagine, yes.
Right. No. Just
We were bonding
I'm not gonna
with
say it.
groceries.
I thought we were bonding at first, but I guess not. So okay.
Then you started yelling about us not needing to rush, and then needing to rush, and then you also, yeah.
I will not be lectured about animal husbandry by a bird.
This is hitching animals to a cart. This has nothing to do with their breeding.
Something might be wrong with my brain, Jesse. I'm not
Okay,
sure. I
alright.
sort of had a moment when nothing was happening,
Okay.
and I am quite concerned.
Make sure to drink
actually.
some water.
I'm probably going to do that. Thank you. He just walks out of the store.
Yeah.
Maybe allergic to the apple.
Yeah, just to the cinnamon cart. Jesse kind of waves at Emmy coming by, being like, "Hey," like,
Hey, did you hear that?
no. What? What was I supposed to hear?
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know.
why
if
Durst was losing his marbles?
losing his crap.
Yeah, okay. Is that normal, or...
No.
Okay.
Well, sometimes he goes off on tirades occasionally,
Okay,
but
alright.
no.
Sure.
That was pretty funny though.
I'm glad it was. I'm gonna hitch up the...
You just hear him calling from far away. I am not your angry grandpa. I don't tirade.
Sorry, Durst.
Okay.
Oh, I brought you some porridge earlier.
Oh, that was you? I love porridge. Thank you. Very nice.
Of course.
It was rice porridge with apple slices.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Uh,
Out of curiosity.
I'm gonna help set up the cart
cool.
Oh, please.
with the animals.
Yeah, you go get the donkeys. They have names, the mules, which I've totally blanked on, but I imagined you guys would be excitedly reminding me.
Harold the guard. That's who
I know
talked
about
to.
Harold. That I wrote down specifically because everyone got very adamant about me doing that.
Way station along the road. Carry on, guys, while
Yeah.
I look for...
So yeah,
I'm
the mules
walking.
get strapped in and whatnot. I assume.
Guys, Beerus is having a bad day.
Yeah, Durst is having a weird one.
Aw.
Hey.
Ashy, I assume Ashy, Glim, and Lucy come out of the woods triumphantly. Eventually.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, you all meet by the cart. That's going on there. I imagine, Emmy, roll me a perception check.
Not right, the animal meeting yet? Oh my god.
Oof.
That's no good. All right, let me.
I think I said we weren't going to, like, name them.
I know I provided you names with them, but that's fine.
But yeah, they have names. I
Because
don't
you had
know.
to call them Willow and Hendrik.
Yes, there it is, Willow and Hendrik. Good names.
I just had that next way. I just had nothing context-wise.
Okay,
Ew.
cool. So Jessie rolled a 2 on her perception check. So, yeah, I imagine that Hendrix was being a particular kind of loud mule, given the loud hee-haws and stuff like that, so you didn't really hear anything over top of there, but there was some other sort of workers about that just seemed to be going about their day, so. Yeah, alright, everything's hitched up. You guys are all set and ready. Lucy and Glimwell, you get back to the cart, and it smells oddly of cinnamon. You're not...
Achoo! Achoo! I'm just kidding.
Right, the flaw that you had!
Cinnamon allergy. How could it be?
Deadly.
There goes old bankroll.
Right, cool, so... everyone gets in. Jessie gets on the cart, and it's like...
Oh, there's also a cask in the cart of
That also
that
smells a
you-
lot like cinnamon.
very strongly
Like,
is emanating
Not in
that
the cart.
cinnamon.
Is that all of your apple juice?
I got 2 of them. I got a jug in my thing, and then I just got some fresh apple juice. But it's marinating cinnamon, so it becomes spiced apple juice. And then we could heat it up on cold nights and have spiced apple cider. Non-alcoholic, though.
Sounds good.
that does sound good. So we're just heading down the road till we find that brewery, right?
Yeah, how far away? Because you're more familiar with this area. How far away is the Greenville?
We can get there in I think like hour 2, maybe 3.
Okay. Perfect.
Not far at all.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
it's not that far. I think that's why they have like a kind of feud going. They're just
Too close to
they're
each
just
other.
close
For...
to each other.
Is there anything they're specifically known for outside of beer? I'm assuming the beer is what they're known for, but is there a specific type that they compete between each other with that you know?
I think it's more that they also do ale, but I remember that they're actually owned by one of the sorceress families. So
Oh,
that might also be
Which
the
one?
thing.
that was about to ask.
Which one? Oh, they're I mean, this whole region's held by the House of Silver. So
It is silver. Okay.
yeah, I think it's the Sebastien family.
You said Greenville, right?
I think
Greenville
Valley?
Valley.
I
Green
think
Valley.
it's Valley. I'm gonna go with Valley forever now, up until the next one, and you know.
So the woman who we are looking for who went missing, thinks she might actually be the lycanthrope that's going to the next brewery, huh?
Well, there was a black wolf. She has black hair. The black fur we found in the barn equates that there's something black furry that was here, and they saw it heading towards there.
I understand that it was a life or death scenario and you all acquitted yourselves quite well, but lycanthropy is a disease. If we can, it would be nice to be able to capture the young lady alive if it is her. And even if it isn't, it is someone that could possibly.
I don't think this is a disease. Based on the thing, she touched a pillar, and the pillar possibly.
Oh yeah, Duras
Hurt?
doesn't know about the pillar.
So, I'm gonna do an arcane check. Is this something like a curse or?
Oh yeah, roll up an Arcana.
All right.
Like, I assumed we would have explained. No, because I was out in the cart. You were sleeping inside, you said. So
22.
Okay. So, lycanthropy, in particular, is... There's essentially, like, a few different sorts of it. There is a lycanthropic disease. However, that is mainly something that occurs in the Traxian Waste, or at least that's where it's been documented. Then there are the cursed individuals, where it's specifically them that are affected by it, and it's always related to a specific moon. To then sometimes even say that people search certain places out, or do certain rituals to gain this as a blessing rather than a curse, as per. And then there are those lycanthropes who were born into it, who had it actually transferred down via disease or curse, who actually can't transfer. And if it's a curse, or if it is if they were born with that, they cannot transfer on only to the diseased ones. So the likelihood of these being diseased lycanthropes is very small, given the sort of like circumstances and what's associated with that. Let's see, with a 20,
we would have mentioned the one guy asked for a blessing and transformed as well.
So I'm gonna say you get an extra question. I'm gonna get an extra 2 questions on top of that if you wish to ask.
Can I have a question outside of break curse? This is not the question I have, but break curse is its own spell, correct?
Yes. You don't have to ask the questions if you feel like you got sufficient information.
I don't have any questions right now. I might save it for a little bit later if something occurs, but I'm not.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
We head on the road. Is Jesse driving?
Yeah, Jesse'll start moving. I'm going. Hey, do you think
Is Carmine with us?
No. Carmine was going the other way. You very much saw him leave. As Jesse starts going, it's like, hey, do you think that the brewery knows about that pillar out in the woods?
No, but they'd pay us really well if we told them about it.
Do you mean the ones that we're going to is that it's about to be attacked, or the ones that we came from?
Ones that we came from, I mean, they're closer, so...
Wait, there's another pillar?
No,
No.
just the one.
I
we
mean, I
went to.
hope
She's
not.
talking
I
about.
mean...
Sorry, 2 breweries. Got it.
2 breweries.
yeah.
2 breweries, 1 pillar.
Should we tell them? I mean, it could just cause another cult to arise.
Well, you also buried a
Everyone
whole
could
new-
be curious.
Are we on the road and alone at this point?
Yeah. Jesse started talking,
Okay.
like, as you were, like, leaving the sort of thing, being like, oh, all right.
You guys also buried dead bodies right next to it that we happened to kill, so I wouldn't really advertise it right now.
I mean, out of curiosity, so how did you actually end up finding it? I don't recall exactly.
There was a cultist
There were 3
Group.
cultists.
that we had a terse conversation with after near-death experiences and stalking them in the dark. That in agreement, they had this query that they were trying to come over here to get some of her stuff so they could help her, and they led us to this pillar that
Well,
turned her into a werewolf. And then suddenly there's really loud noise of another werebear.
No, I remember that part. I apologize. I mean more, is it possible that the family actually knew about the pillar before asking for our help?
I mean, she
Could
got
be
to
the
it
case.
somehow. She touched it, so she had to have discovered it or known about it to get there. It's
And
not
it's
like
very close by.
I mean,
I don't want to assume there's more going on here, but I would be keeping an eye. especially if it's
assume
in the
there's more
middle of
going on here.
someone else's field.
I mean, why would she touch it if she knew that it would be cursed? Like,
I mean, that's a good. I don't know.
Well, the other cultists seem to imply that it was a blessing, so perhaps she
well,
would be blessed.
they also started
They-
attacking
but
the
they
guy who
seem
touched it.
surprised.
So
Like,
They also never wanted to touch it. It was taboo for them to touch it. So she obviously wasn't hanging out with the cultists and had that knowledge to not touch it. And if I came across some really cool pillar in the middle of the woods and I didn't know it was going to, affect me in all physical ways, I would probably be like, oh, that's cool, and touch it.
it's unfortunate. Carmine is quite a deft hand at curse breaking. I'm sure our centaur friend would be as well.
I mean, Lucy touched it and she didn't turn into anything.
Right. I was just gonna ask, like, so I'm walking outside along the cart. Do I hear them saying all this?
oh yeah, you're totally privy to the whole conversation.
Yeah. So I would yell out, like, I touched it and nothing happened to me.
Which is a fair point. The other cultists had to pray. She apparently just had a bad day with the bright moon.
Lucy, did you see anything? Usually you have the guidance of Olaethrin, or whatever the connection is. Did you see anything when you touched it?
No. No, I don't. Oh, wait. Wait, maybe. Hold on.
I have a question. Is that the
Nice.
first time publicly the connection to Orlaith Rin has been made to the group?
No, I've mentioned
No,
it before.
it's been kind of
He's
established
brought it up.
A few times. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was
here and there. Yeah. It's-
Oh, hey, Duris. Here's a book in
No,
Elvish.
nothing happened.
Do you know Elvish?
I check my character sheet. I might not actually know Elvish.
Hey,
I
I know
don't know
Elvish.
Elvish.
Yeah, you translated it. Oh, okay. Well, Emmy translated it. It's a list of names we think possibly are related to people who were lycanthrope and have passed, and that this is like
Passed away.
like this is a confirm are they alive or not kind of list. And then the other person said that they were looking for their friend that had been kidnapped by cultists, I think, or possibly a group of individuals, which we assume are the cultists. And that person was traveling from a nearby, more wooded area to the north, around Sumner's Inn. I can't
Probably
remember. I have
River's
squiggles.
End.
River's End. That's perfect. And the Grenade Woods. Wood.
Ganende.
Grenade. See, don't ask me to spell names. The
I
journal said that.
appreciate that you're like an island. You're like an island girl. You're like gas and what the fuck? This isn't Japanese at all.
They traveled following various people they learned of that were favored of the moon, and that's how they ended up at this location. And the last journal entry was their ally had been captured, and the one who did the killing of the family is basically there's people killing werewolves in this area on top of it.
We should hurry his answers, young lady, to see if we can prevent that from happening even more of a tragedy. Lucy, in all things regarding your connection, it's very strange, but perhaps whatever spirit is attached to that totem knew to, and pardon my language, back to fuck off. I wouldn't want to mess with that if it were me. We'll chalk it down to good luck for now, perhaps.
Did anyone mention what the pillar looked like to Duris?
What? Why? Why would that matter? It's a curse. I understand this. It doesn't sound like any sort of outbreak.
I don't think I wrote down this. Oh, it's so this pillar.
Black obsidian.
This pillar is black obsidian with a carving of a man on a throne staring down at you.
History and/or arcana.
Yeah, I thought so.
Did we already know it was the moon of Ur that he was? Did we already know that?
Yeah,
From the cultist.
yeah.
So I would also tell you that it's the depiction of the moon.
Cool.
Okay, so
You could do a history or arcana check on that if you want.
on specifically
On
perhaps
the
if I know
moon of
anything or any
Ur?
information about it.
Moon.
I'd say particularly arcana would be the thing to go to.
All right, the check is the same.
Yes.
11.
So the as a moon is commonly prayed to for like leadership qualities and very much associated for those born under it to have like a very bold demeanor, very proud individuals, and you also know that it's like out during the day in particular because of this sort of like bold sort of identity that's kind of associated with it. That
Is it up above us right now?
it would be rising. It would be becoming more pronounced, I would say.
Basically, you have the moon, like when it's, you kind of see it lower at the same time as like the sun, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's as in is prideful enough to challenge the sun in the sky. It's a common sort of tale regarding it.
There's a man on this throne, is, it sounds like, those born under his sign are considered to be conquerors, to be great leaders of men. It's as much correct as people born in June happen to be sprightly individuals. Ivars, and look at me. It can be depending on the person. Don't put much stock in that.
Wait, but Lucy, you touched the pillar in the night, right?
She slept against.
Ur's out in the day.
Lucy, don't touch it
Wanna
again.
go back?
No, don't go back. Don't touch it.
You've brought up a theory. We could go back. and
No.
test it.
Yes, but
Touch
that
it at
theory
night,
will
too.
end with you becoming a werewolf, which is no.
She would have touched it during the night and the day.
Well, not when, Ur's not even out yet in like full, so I don't know.
Did
She
you
touched
wake up
it-
before the
touched it
moon
last
rise?
night.
Moon hasn't risen yet. Right now.
That was a different moon that was
yeah.
up. I'm just saying. I don't know how this stuff works.
I wonder when she touched it. They didn't really say, but I recall.
So the moon cycles every other night. It's a different moon, and there's a
No,
cycle
there's
of
a
two.
moon for there's a moon for the night. There's a moon for the day. There's a moon for the sunrise. There's a moon for sunset.
There's 4 moons.
Four
four
moons.
moons.
Got it.
And the was winter moon.
No, is the summer moon.
So it is the summer. Okay.
The
Which is
winter
coming to
moon.
more full power.
The winter moon is Dole.
Lucy, it sounds like you got very, 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 very lucky in that case.
Was purple? Or orange?
Is purple.
I just wanted Ben to know that there's a purple moon.
Got
Yes.
it. Did any of you destroy the icon before you actually left, or was it still just sort of sitting there?
The icon, you mean the pillar?
Yes.
It's like huge.
I was
It's a monolith.
I've seen Glimberg destroy things even bigger than that.
They did not shatter it. That's all I can say. It was still there.
Should we go back?
Oh,
We
yeah,
should
there was
go back
also
after.
this track of this weird bone. I don't know how to describe it. It was like spindly bone branches that had left a sacrificial offering of a haunch of deer while they were sleeping.
Okay. I'm going to have to check my books for that one. I do not have any memory of anything that could be describing. That sounds more like a local thing, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone was on stilts or something weird. I don't know. It was weird tracks.
Who is stalking someone on stilts?
Look, there's like platform shoes, like patterns. I just know this
You
was
mean-
like
you
a
mean
weird.
you mean like wooden, like the carnival men, like
It
the
was like
ones who, like,
spindly. I don't know. It was just a weird track.
I'm glad I stayed at the brewery.
Yes, no, me too. Actually, that sounds terrifying to see out in the nature.